Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, bit of an update on the Stingrays today. They're going to get their first water change now since they came. They've settled really well. I mean, I was nervous, but they're doing fine. So they're going to get their first water change today. They look really healthy. Slime coats look good. The P14 has taken a dislike in the datnoid, as you can see. She's pinned up in the corner, so we've sold the datnoid. I think she's trying to find some food again. But we're in the middle of just getting ready to do a water change now. So yeah, I mean, they're stunning fish. They're phenomenal, honestly. I'm going to do a video more in depth talking about stingrays, but before I do that, what I want to do is I want to get a big bit of footage done. I'm going to buy an underwater camera and stick it in the tank so that we've got some background video to watch. Look at that arowana, phenomenal. He's also unfortunately going to be going and leaving the tank, selling him to somebody. I just want to focus on the stingrays, if I'm being honest, guys, to limit any trouble. So basically, guys, these rays ate last night, and the first tip I'm going to give is, obviously in this video we're going to talk about a little bit about filtration here whilst we do the water change. So this tank is run off the Fluval FX6. There's no carpet down in this room because I did have an Awaze Biomaster and the O-ring broke, and to be honest, the filter just didn't perform as well anymore. It was an older filter, so I replaced it. Now I went with the better external filters. UV sterilizer built in, really good pump. So this tank is over filtered massively. Now I know you may be thinking it's not the biggest tank for what's in, but there's a big tank being built for these fish. These are only pups. It's easier, in my opinion, to put your pups in a smaller aquarium where you have a lot more control on their diet, how they're behaving, how they're eating. I mean, these pups are phenomenal. First stingray I ever had was just a Mortoro, and I had a really bad experience with Death Kill. To be honest, it caused me a lot of stress with these rays. Ever since I've got here, I've been nervous about it reoccurring. Now I know this water quality is fine, the fish eat well, they're the well filtered tank, but I'm always going to stress, and that's just who I am. That's just what I'm like. So now when we're talking about water changes, we can talk about products to use. So in my opinion, I use Quantum Water Primer. As in my personal opinion, it is the best product for fish. Now, Quantum Water Primer comes in a bottle like this. I got it for $27.99. And it literally is just everything I need it to be. It takes any heavy metals out of the water, and it detoxifies ammonia and nitrate. And from a 1 litre bottle, I get like 100 water changes. Now, I used to use like anything from my local pet store, the little bottles. From 100 mils, I'd get one water change, and it would be like great, especially when you water change 8 or 9 times a week. So yeah, now we're going to start to drain the tank. First rule with stingrays, when they're younger, 30% water changes, in my opinion, is best. Twice a week to 3 times a week. If they're feeding, you're doing something right, especially when they're pups, because they're little and they'll be nervous. Look. So, this is one thing for me, and this is a big thing. You just want to keep your water quality as pristine as possible whilst making sure they eat. I love rays, and when you lose them, it's devastating. So let's make sure that doesn't happen with keeping your water changes done. Secondly, tank mates. Normally you'd get away with an arowana. The reason I've removed mine is some of my rays get a bit nervous when he swims over the top. So now we're going to get on to draining the tank. Guys, I'm back now. This device is a Python siphon. It's honestly a godsend. Put it in the tank, it drops the water level. We only want to take this down to at most 30% for the rays. We don't want to cause them too much stress. She's getting ready to climb the glass again. And then they need fed after, so we'll start defrosting some food, just some cooked prawns. So these are happy stingrays, they're active. So now we'll just get the water drained, we'll get it filled up, and then we'll talk through the chemical process. So as you can see, the water's slowly draining. We're only going to take it to around, I'm going to say, there. Now we'll top it back up. The rays look amazing, they look healthy, there's no signs of death curls, so they're clearly happy. They're a bit stressed right now because obviously I've just shoved the pipe in, they don't like the flows change and all this stuff. But that's fine. The best thing you can do with rays is keep frequent water changes doing it, but not too often, and then make sure you keep them feeding. So once these have done this, once this water change is done, we'll let them relax. And then, after they've finished relaxing, we'll put some food in and they'll jump straight on it like they did last night. But yeah, guys, now it's time to add the chlorinator and we're going to top it up. Like I said, it's just a small water change, little and often. Best way to do it. They're throwing sand around right now trying to bury the cells. So alright guys, it's 3 capfuls of quantum water primer. Now we are slowly topping up our aquarium, making sure that we monitor the temperature and make sure it stays where it should be because we don't want to cause any shock to the rays. So it's at 28 degrees, which is perfect. You want it to stay between 28 and 29 at the most. So I'll be back once the tank's full. Guys, as you can see, I like to leave a gap at the top of my tank, which just for that extra oxygenation, like because obviously oxygen's caused when the bubbles burst. So the more of a gap, the more, if you get what I'm saying, happens. The rays look fine, no signs of death curl from their water change, which is always a really good sign. So we'll get them fed once they've settled down a bit. Guys, it's literally been 5 minutes since I recorded the last clip. Look at this. Loving life, up and down the glass, swimming around, new water change done. Honestly, the stock from Top Stingray UK is phenomenal. The link again will be in the description. As always, in every video where we talk about the Stingrays, I'm going to put where I got them from. So you're not going to get stock as good as these guys anywhere else, in my opinion. We all have our favourite fish store. He's mine. Every fish in this tank is from him. Now, all that's left to do is we're going to wipe the glass, and for doing that I like to use Mirage non-toxic. It literally, I could spray this into the tank. I could drink this, it wouldn't cause any damage. So I use this all the time. Just cover the glass. Then we'll give it a wipe. Now I need to use my other hand, so I'll film it once I've finished. Just quickly polish the glass. Don't want to cause the rays too much stress. As you see, she's trying to bury herself, but there's no sand. Now the reason we do that is because there was only a little bit of sand from what I had left in the tank. But the reason we don't put sand in is because it's actually easier to control the water quality without it. Yeah guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. It's just the first day of water changing the Stingrays. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thumbs up the video. If you have, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.